For those of you who missed this week's episode of the Shadowspark Chronicles, here's what happened. While Bishop is performing the night's first watch, he thinks back to the young man that he healed with his hand during the wild boar attack. Memory shoots through his mind. He is part of an army of others like him, marching on an army of orcs. A man in black clothing leads them. They all decimate the orcs, and as that happens, the memory fades. He looks at the hand he used to heal. His gaze shifts to his other hand. With just a quick flick, a tube shoots out of his wrist. Dark ooze drips to the ground. He quickly wakes Oz, now going by Helga, and begins his rest. The group continues their travels the next day. After a while, Bishop and Jade notice a shadow flying overhead. The group continues their travels the next day. After a while, Bishop and Jade notice a shadow flying overhead. The group hears screeching and feathers fall from the sky. They hit a clearing and Bishop gets sideswiped by the large creature's talon, and Gwynton is lifted off the ground and thrown around the field. The large bird creature comes in for another attack but gets interrupted by a large sapphire creature. The group escapes into the forest. That night, it is agreed upon that there would be 2 people per shift to watch over the campsite. Bishop and Marslin, they take the first watch. Marslin is intrigued by Bishop, and after a brief conversation, Bishop allows him to see some of the insides, some of his inner workings. After that, Gwynton and Helga take the second shift. They have a deep conversation about gods and religion. Why have the gods forsaken the people of Frezia? Helga takes the conversation to heart. The group reaches the Ferendi Caves by midday. Entering the dark caves led by Jade, they reach a dead end, but from the light of the torch, Jade sees a glint of light reflect from a crevice. Sustaining an injury, he manages to find a set of goggles, which Marslin identifies as goggles of dark vision. So wise of Marslin. Continuing through the caverns, the group hears noises, and Jade finds a sapphire dragon, sleeping in front of its nest of eggs. One of the key ingredients to making the cure. Jade sneaks over to the eggs, but nerves get the better of him, and he drops one of the eggs, shattering it on the ground and waking the dragon. A fight surely then ensues, and the group take a beating. Bishop falls, but with the help of Gwynton, is able to get back up. Marslin takes a mighty blow and is knocked straight to the ground. Bishop knocks the dragon out and ends the battle, while Bishop and Helga gather the eggs. Jade and Gwynton rush up to Marslin's side, but they find that he is no longer breathing. Gwynton scolds Jade for not helping Marslin sooner and begins to pray for Marslin's soul to not be taken. Helga approaches, kneels down by his side, and Helga joins in on Gwynton's prayers. Please join us every Monday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time as we continue with our adventures of the Shadowspark Chronicles. And as always, we'll see you in the dungeon.